How's it going, everyone? I want to talk about CYN as it just went, down a lot today after hours, and I want to let you guys know if you're not aware of why this went down. We're gonna go into deep dive. Is this a good buy? Should you buy the dip? Depending on what your average is, but I'll take you to the website where they announced this. If you go to CYN's website, it looks like this. They just posted this February 6th, 2025, and this is the document that this pulls up. This it's really good to read these forms, this AK. So basically what it is a notice of delisting or failure to satisfy the continued listing rule. This stock is under $1. So they've been under $1. They did RS, reverse splits in the past, if you look in the past, they have done reverse splits right in here, one for 100, and they done one, actually that's the only one I see. So they have done a reverse split in the past, so that's why they're getting in danger, because they just recently did one before. They are under $1, so they get this notice of delistment, which is kind of insane because I think a lot of companies should have got this way before this one. But either way, they got to receive the letter, and this is why I always tell you guys sub 10-cent penny stocks are always extremely risky. This is usually when they get this. So they received the letter for the minimum price deficiency letter, notifying the company that it was not in compliance with the NASDAQ listing rule 5550A2, which requires listing companies to maintain a minimum bid price of $1, which they're probably not going to pump over $1. That'd be really hard. They're at 4 cents right now, and they already done a reverse split. So but this is what it says. Normally, a company would be afforded a 180-day calendar period to demonstrate compliance with the minimum bid price requirement. However, pursuant to the listing rule 5810C, the company is not eligible for any compliance periods specified in Rule 5810C. So because the company has effected a reverse split over the prior 1 year period, which I showed you, they did a reverse split over the prior 1 year period, or has effected one or more reverse stock splits over the prior 2 year period with a cumulative ratio of 250 shares or more to 1, according to the company, securities are subject to delisting from NASDAQ under the company requests NASDAQ delisted from NASDAQ unless the company requests an appeal of this determination. So they have by February 13th. So the company, they can request an appeal, which will make the stock go up really big. The company plans to timely request a hearing before the NASDAQ hearings, which request will stay the suspension of the company's securities and filings. So the company's common stock will continue to trade on NASDAQ under the symbol CYN pending the hearing and the panel's decision. So they have till February 13th. So that's a big thing. So the company obtained shareholders' approval of a reverse stock split in the range of 1 for 5 or 1 for 50 on January 30th, 2025, and received approval on February 6th of a majority interest investors in those security purchases. So the company board approved the effectuation of a reverse stock split of the outstanding common stock at 1 to 150. The company intends to, implement the reverse split as means to regain compliance. So they want to do the reverse split, okay? That's what they want to do. And that's the only way they're going to get above this. So what should you do in this scenario? I was telling people in the Discord, if you guys in my Discord, we made a lot of money on this stock. And I'm not trying to, tell people to double dip, but we played it way back here when it was 7 cents and it pumped all the way to 12 cents. And we made, this pump was, I'm not kidding, we got it at the very bottom because we bought it, at the end of the day, and it pumped over 74%. The reason why I didn't want to get in again, and sure, double dipping can really screw you up, is because one, when I'm looking at the daily chart, you will see a lot of the times when you touch this lower band, this ATR4, and you have time distance away from the EMA5, you get your biggest moves that happen in this area. So the price, got away from that and we got our dead cat bounce. That's all I wanted to show. I know we're going to touch the CMA5. With this big move down, it could take some time. We haven't touched it in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 daily candles now. I loved it down here, but now that it, under here, this right here, I know as risky as this is, they have some time. They have till February, February 13th. They have till February 13th. So there is time for this to go up. Anybody that is buying this dip, is probably going to make a ton of money, in my honest opinion. Because this EMA5 now has so much profit now. As before, you were looking at 64%. Now there's a sizable thing. This EMA, this lower band is sitting at 0.644. You realize price is literally like down in this range here. It's really quite above. And when price goes this far down, there's a good chance of a dead cat bounce happening, as you can see right in here. No doubt about it. If I was in this position, I'm not here to willing to take the risk if I'm not in it. But if I was, I would definitely buy this dip if I had some sting. And I tell everyone, if you were in this position and you made massive money, it's all about accumulation, okay? You don't put all your size in one ad on these, because if something like this happens, you better believe it, you want to eat these dips up. So if you have an average right here at 8 cents and it goes all the way down to 4 cents, your average should probably be right here in the halfway mark now, you know, easily, if not further down. So this right here, dip buying opportunity. They have till February 13th. They're trying to do another reverse split. They're going to appeal it. It's probably the best sub 10 cent penny stock if you're getting in now. I know I'm trying to hurry up and make this video, but that's what I'm seeing right now. Of course, it's not a good, you know, I wouldn't put a lot of money in it. You know, by the time it gets close to the February 13th mark, I would probably be out. But just looking at this daily chart, you know, you're due for probably one of the most biggest dead cat bounces ever. You have a decay of 4.05. The next day, it's probably going to come up to like 2 or 3. So, this is, you know, a lot of people are buying this right here. Just from these lows, you're up 30%. You know, that is pretty massive here. I want to see if we reject here on the 5 or 10. Down here, you know, you probably could get some good buys. You can see even on a lower time frame, when you get near these lower bands, this Kellner channel, and when you penetrate it like this, you get a nice bullish looking candle. So I wouldn't be like freaking out yet and be like, you know, it really depends on your average. If you're in my Discord, you got a freaking good average, and if you didn't sell, then, you know, that really sucks. You obviously should always take 10% minimum. You know, this kind of stock, you can take 20% gains and run, and then put a stop loss at break even. But honestly, the reason why I don't like doing I like to get out, because after hours, usually they always do something after hours. You know, a lot of the times there's something after hours happens and it makes it plummet. But I could easily see this going up. Just based on my system, my rules and everything, we're going to be well below this lower Keltner channel, and it is really hard to get below this thing. This thing is at extremely oversold settings. We got EMA 5 time distance. This right here was just buying opportunities, and if you hesitated, you missed out on 30% right here as it's coming down from the lows. I don't have to personally get in it, as I'm in another one. I only like to be in one sub 10 cent penny stock at a time. I don't want to be, you know, in a lot of these. I know they're extremely risky. They have to meet the minimum bid price. You know, this can happen at a blink notice. So, you know, this is just the nature of this kind of stuff. You know, if you're playing sub 10 cent penny stocks, yeah, you can make 40% in literally, you know, blink of a second. But you also understand is that you could also go down 40% in a blink of a second. That's the double-edged sword of it. You want to make big money, there's going to be more risk. But after reading this, yeah, it's bad, but you got some time to really figure out for this dead cat bounce. I was seeing that they have a lot of cash too. A lot of cash on their balance sheet. I was looking at that. I was also looking at on ChatGPT. You know, they got a lot of news that they reported. So the company closed a 9 million registered direct offering. They did that in December. They initiated a product deployment with codes. The company reports significant progress in the manufacturing sector. And then they announced a contract to deploy its dry mod tugger at a major consumer packaged good just in January 28th. So they've been doing a lot of press releases. But obviously, you know, you can look at the financials. You know, always use this ChatGPT if you want to find it real quick. But this right here is pretty good opportunity to buy here. I mean, in my opinion, they got a revenue of 0.1 million for the quarter ending that, net loss of 5 million for the same period. Cash and short-term is they have 2.8 million as of September 30th compared to 8.2 million as December 31st. So they are losing cash. Obviously, that's why they're diluting. And that's why I tell you guys, you can look at the history of the stock. Why is it going down and down and down and down? Why does the stock look like this? Dilution. They need cash. And so it goes down and down and down and down. But it has massive bumps that it can go up, where you can see right here, 300% move. As you can see, when price got really below here, it started pumping up. That's what it's going to look like with this. It's going to look like with this down here, and it's going to go probably ballistic once the general market gets a hold of this. It's still not too low. In my honest opinion, if I had an average which I would not, I'm not in it, but if I have an average, I might do a lotto play on it. Might play with small money just for kicks and giggles. But if I had an average of 8 cents, I would average down here. Once it goes up a little above my average, I would probably break even if you're hating this stock. You can go from this average, buy this dip here, get halfway in the between here, and I still think this can make a pretty good rally, okay? We went from 7 cents all the way to 12 cents. We can easily go from 5 cents back to 8. That's I wouldn't say that's a hard thing for this thing to do. But that'll be a 50% run up from these. I think when the public starts seeing this, I mean, when it's this below the lower Keltner channel, we know when price don't hit the EMA 5 in quite some time, it tends to come up back up to it. That one we do know. So I'm using this system to know, hey, we got till February 13th. I know for a fact we're going to hit the EMA 5 before that. That is super long not hitting it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With this gap down, you got to understand it's going to take a little extra time. So, yeah, it could take about 13, but what's going to happen is price is going to try to come up to this 5. It may not touch it totally. Probably come up, go down, go down. I was telling people I was waiting to see if we can get this lower band touch. Well, we definitely have it. Not the way I wanted it to happen. I didn't want it to happen with this kind of news where we get a notice of delistment. That's not really the way I wanted to touch the lower band, but this is a great opportunity if you want to take advantage. If you have a really low average, if your average is insanely high, then you need to get the heck out because you don't want to put more money into this. And if you can't get out, the purpose of this is, I could see this going up a lot. I really can. So it's really up to you guys. I'm in on one already, sub 10-cent penny stock that I played this one already. I made 40% return. I was happy with it. A lot of times when I double dip, I get bit. So and these are always risky. There's no doubt about it. No one could have expected it going to happen at this after hours. So don't beat yourself up too much. If you guys want to join the premium Discord, know when I get into trades, know when I get out. Definitely join the premium Discord. You can try to avoid a lot of this stuff here. A lot of this stuff, when I look at my charts, they don't usually happen when you're way below this lower band on the daily. When you get way below this lower band, the stock is so compressed that it doesn't, that's why it's going up, from there. And then you have this EMA 5 TD. It looks pretty good. I really hope, I'm going to try to release this video real quick so you guys can hurry up and, not panic. Try to hurry up and get out, read the listing notice and all that. You have some time. They can appeal. They can do a RS and all that. So I wouldn't panic yet. But if you guys want to join the premium Discord, click the link down below in the YouTube comments below. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. I know you guys are hurting. If you guys are really struggling, you probably lost a lot of money on CYN after this thing that happened. I'm going to give you guys a lifetime discount of only $12 a month for all my services for the future education, past education, live streams, one-on-one coaching, anything you guys need to be profitable. I'm all here. You can trade over my shoulder, know what I look to do. But just hit day trade alerts and you'll get access to everything if you hit this channel here. And you can also read how to subscribe. But basically, if you have an Android, you will have to subscribe on your computer or use your phone's browser. But it'll say basically hit day trade alerts, which will give you the Day and Swing Trading Plus membership. Your name will be in gold. You have everything for $12 a month. Swing trades, day trades. Day trades is my favorite strategy because I'm in and out of the market every day. I don't have to worry about a bunch of this stuff, and I can be out. And I make money every day with a very high win ratio strategy of over 90%. You're gonna love it. It's a little more advanced, but I'm gonna teach you guys through it. CYN's coming up here. This is looking good, guys. This is now you're up 30%. You're up 30% from the lows. Take advantage of this dips here. Anything at this 15-minute chart, ATR4, have my settings. This is where you're buying. All in here. I would, that's a great area. Get your average down from here. Try to get out break even if you can. Look to get in at a very lower average, like if you didn't like it up here, then break even. Look to get in lower, and then put if you want to do some lotto, I would play this down here at the lotto. Anything at the 4 to 5 cents, this is a really good buy, in my honest opinion, because this is going to show way down here at the ATR4. I'm gonna look at the daily. I might take a lotto here tomorrow, end of day. We'll see how the market reacts tomorrow, and I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord. Everything's going to post to be in the swing trade alerts here. Everything's going to post it here. Everything you need to know. Day trade alerts, live streams. Make sure you join me live. I go on Twitch every day, show you exactly how I look for trades, exactly how I do it, answer on any of your questions. I can get your chart set up like mine too, so don't worry about that. All right, guys, give it a like, subscribe, comment. I want to get this video out to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Share it to your friends and everything. If you want to join the Discord, promotional video, $12 a month. You won't regret it. Super affordable. And I look to see you guys there. Peace out.